to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want, what you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they know my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
14 yards that time for number 14. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Good play to get him behind the line there by Blake Martinez.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From midfield, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. 2
yards on the pickup there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
7-7, our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tua going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bills at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall, and it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Tua now on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. 2 to throw again. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster,
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Myles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen running the option to the left, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want.
The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's Cook again.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Sermon here. And he'll get this to the 32.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Able to avoid him at the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready, set. Hey,
on the give, this is Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Allen going to keep it again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. To the air, Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Ready, get.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown. George Pickens with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Buffalo, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. He for the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the penalty.